Madara Marc Productions.
Good morning. Bang it, amen, checking in.
My dear
And we got to talk about what happened on Raw last night. CM Punk eviscerated the bald frauds. The Rock, aka Dwayne, as he keeps calling him affectionately, and John Cena. Talking about how he gave, he was like, listen, I know what The Rock was capable of, especially back in 2014. He was a commemoration why I left the company in the first place. And he targeted Cena like, bro, I gave you the benefit of the doubt, but I called this bullshit years ago. So, amongst me saying whatever I want that'll get us canceled off of Netflix, and even Netflix account was like, yo, chill, Punk, please chill, because we know you will. Chill, Phil. But Phil ain't got no chill, you know what I'm saying? And he called out little brother Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins, unlike the two part-timers he just mentioned, and I said that effectively because I loved them, the two part-timers that he just fucking mentioned, they didn't show up, so Seth Rollins did, and he comes out in this zesty ass dark outfit, and the two begin to fold each other and beat the hell out of each other, and this lasts the entire night till finally there's justice being served in the back when both of these niggas had to be separated and kicked out the venue. But that was after Adam Pearce, was given an ultimatum from Seth Rollins. Hey, it's either me or him. Hey, bro, I'll give you what you want. You guys want to finish it? Finish it next week in this cage match next week on Raw. Judgment Day was violating Finn Balor, basically talking about how they need a new member. Finn ain't want that shit. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, it might be Aleister Black's return, but we don't know. You never know. Some random shit happened with Chad Gable. He was on this quest of, I guess, conquer Lucha Libre, and he literally paid for the secrets in the outskirts of Mexico. I thought that was pretty funny, but random. Gunther and Otis had an underrated match after Gunther berated the crowd and compared Otis to basically being a crowd pleaser before he got popped in the mouth, and they led it to a brawl after the match because he was beating up on poor Alpha Academy. Cesaro jumps in trying to save him and whatnot, but then Jey Uso saves him before he almost gets choked out, but he battles out of it. And gets Gunther out the ring. Gunther got Gunther still got the better of Jay because he damn near choked the nigga out and whatnot. And Pat was not happy about that, but he did get the better of him. You know what I'm saying? Jay got the better of him before he got jumped by Theory and Waller, who seems like they're gonna break up because Theory wants to be a babyface, and Waller really wants to just be a heel. They're. It's ever since that NXT Championship match against Obafemi, their differences have really been glaring. Then they made reference to the feuds that are happening. Like they recap what Io and Rhea, which Rhea was really upset about because she felt like it should have been a stronger video package. Really good match, by the way, but Rhea's cockiness is what got her to lose the title, and she's really upset about it, but she has herself to blame, and that's what she did. I also thought it was interesting what Bayley had said about the Intercontinental Championship. She was like, listen, I'm upset about losing at Elimination Chamber and whatnot, and getting eliminated first, I believe, but end of the day type shit. When one door closes, another one opens, and so she's beaten Lila Valkyria before, who successfully defended her championship and in a very impressive match against Ivy Nile. So it wasn't really the greatest of nights for the Creeds either, because they had a championship opportunity, and they lost in another very, very, very good match against the tag champions, who really, really improved. They were already good, but they really improved, got personalities, the War Raiders. AJ Styles got interviewed, you know what I'm saying, before he was grabbed from behind, paused from carrying like he was a friend, like, hey AJ, man, how do you feel? Because he was being asked, how does he feel about Cena's heel turn, which I will address on another video as a Cena mark, you know I will. AJ gives him a warning like, hey bro, I don't know if you think you know who the hell I am, but I'm gonna remind you, I'm phenomenal and I don't need to do none of that sorcery crap that you got going on. Me and you next week. So it'll be AJ Styles versus Karrion, I think, for the first time, if not for the first time in a long time. But yeah, man. So Ludwig Kaiser came out bragging about winning the triple threat, which Penta was not impressed. After he paraded the crowd like Gunther, like his OG, he got the shit beat out of him by Mr. Zero Miro himself and got sent out the ring. So I'm guessing that's going to be a future pay-per-view, or at least a future Raw match. It should be I don't know if it should be a Mania match, but I don't see why the hell not either. But yeah, Bianca got interviewed right before her match, you know what I'm saying, trying to get an explanation of what happened. She couldn't make it. She was bittersweet because she was like, I hate what's going on between my sisters. However, I'm not gonna, ignore the task at hand. I won the Elimination Chamber. I did that fair and square. And, I survived, and I'm gonna, keep my eye on who's the Io and Rhea match. And, long story short, she basically said you can't spell WrestleMania without EST, and she's grammatically correct. You cannot spell WrestleMania without. It'll just be Remania or some shit. It'll just be Y-Mania. Ooh, Mania. That's what it would be without the EST. But yeah, bars. So then Braun berates and embarrasses the Judgment Day again. So I'm guessing Braun versus Finn is gonna happen. And even though they tried to set him up, Braun wasn't going for that shit. He buried them on the mic, and then he buried them in person. Finn had some clapbacks though. Like, yo, listen, as big as you are, you know what I'm saying, I take bigger craps than you for breakfast or something. He was like, well, good. Well, you can take Carlito's Crapple and shove it up your, you know what, and, pretty funny stuff. It wasn't the funniest shit in the world, but pretty funny stuff. It got a chuckle out of me. Jey Uso cuts a passionate promo after getting jumped again, and pulls a Daniel Bryan. He's like, listen, y'all got some of these haters got me down myself, but then I see one fan, and then I see many fans, and then I see more people counting on me than people wanting to see me fail, and I know what I'm capable of. So guess what? 4 letters, 1 word, yeet, and the crowd pops, and the IWC is still in shambles. But yeah, Io and Rhea conducted a very high pace back and forth. Bianca got involved because, she was celebrating the match, and Rhea was like, what, you don't want to face me? When Io hit a high spot on her, and she was like, no, I'm just watching the match, I'm enjoying the match. And Rhea got mad and pushed her, uncharacteristically attacked Bianca. Bianca attacked her too. She pushed her back like, bitch, what the fuck you on? And then she finally gets separated, because usually the ref would, disqualify that. But she seen that Rhea started it. She was like, hey, you get back in the ring. Bianca, please sit down. It's all good, but you get your ass back in the ring. And Rhea was like, you know what I'm saying? She got back and got control of Io, and looked like she was going to hit her with the riptide. Looks back at her. I'll see you at WrestleMania. And that was the epic last words before her own destruction at that. Then all of a sudden, there was a Hurricanrana. She, she lands the Hurricanrana. It was, And then the one thing before I even announced the finish, she really, Io was paying homage. She did to her Kabuki Warriors. I even think she might have did a Dakota move, the Shining Wizard. Even though they all do that to them. I know she paid homage to the Kabuki Warriors with the Asuka lock shortly after the Kairi elbow drop, which was just as beautiful. I was like, oh my god, she cosplayed the fuck out of that. She looked just like her. And don't do the Asians comments in my fucking comment section. I'm joking, obviously. I don't have enough fans to have to tame you motherfuckers. I could just delete comments. if they're out of pocket. But you know, they had amazing chemistry, and shockingly, they pulled the trigger and put it on Io because, you know, and as Rhea was disappointed in herself for allowing this to happen, she was like, not only did I lose the championship, my attitude might have pushed away my two friends that we compete against each other, but we were very, very friendly and cordial. And backstage, she was breaking, you know, fourth wall. Even though we were competitive, it was a competitive friendliness and respect. Now I might have ruined that just because of my own actions, and I lost the title. Kathy, I got the blues, basically. Well, I'm not going to ask you more questions. However, I got one more question. Bitch, why the fuck are you asking questions? I'm saying that affectionately. I love Kelly. Like, why the fuck are you asking questions then? If you see her, she's depressed. Like why do y'all keep fucking with depressed people? But, I give, even though I feel like Elimination Chamber was 10 out of 10, I feel like there was at least 8.5, 9 out of 10 by Raw, because they focused AEW NXT like. They said, oh, you think we're just all storylines? We're going to give you some 5-star matches. At the very least 4s. And we ain't asking Meltzer for his goddamn opinion either. We you know what I'm saying? This for the fans. So I wonder how next week, I think next week is going to be more storyline driven. I just wonder, you know, if and when Cena is finally going to address what the hell he's done, when the final boss is going to make an appearance. But this is, until they do, this is everybody's time to steal the spotlight from them. This is everybody's time. And Drew McIntyre, I know his next promo, Vindication, he's finna go the fuck off. Because he already went the fuck off on CM Punk on Twitter. He was like, bro, you still crying? Because he put up an old post when The Rock said, it's simple, referring to what CM Punk was talking about. I take the WrestleMania spot from you because I'm more of a draw than you. I draw more in one night than you will in a lifetime, which is crazy work because CM Punk was a hell of a draw during those 434 days. And that's Summer of Punk. That's the reason we call it that. That was a real thing. He was the top selling merch. Him and Cena had that shit on lock. And so Drew McIntyre was like, this is still rings true to the day, and you're still crying like a little bitch. Cry more. Which is crazy work coming from Drew McIntyre. And I'm joking. Please don't kick me. But that's my review of Raw. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, and I'm going to try and do more reviews for you guys. But that's the way I like it.